Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today we have the Lincoln Penny from 2009, and in specific we're going to focus on just one of the Lincoln Pennies from 2009. And you probably remember that in 2009 they made a bunch of different Lincoln Pennies. They made four different ones, four different backs. Here's one of them here. And that, of course, is the log cabin or the early years Lincoln penny. And you can see how that is just impossible to get a good light on. And that's his Kentucky cabin. And then here's the final one, and this is the presidency. And then there was also one where he was in the State House in Illinois. So those are the three that we're not going to look at today. And then finally there was this one, and this is a 2009D, and that is the formative years, and you can see him splitting logs and reading a book. And this is the one that's going to have a lot of error coins on it and in it, and it's the one that we're going to look at today. So let's just start with the numbers first. In 2009, they made these at three mints. They made them at the Philadelphia Mint, which is the one over here on the right with no mint mark. They made them at the Denver Mint, which is the one here with the D. And they made them at the San Francisco Mint, but they only made proof coins at the San Francisco Mint. So how many did they make of each? Well, at the San Francisco Mint, they made about 3 million. At the Denver Mint, they made 363 million, and at the Philadelphia Mint they made 376 million. But there's one caveat, and that is for the uncirculated mint sets in 2009, they made specialty coins. They call them satin finish coins, and that's what you're looking at right here. This is not the one you get in your regular change. This is the one that was in the special set, the 36-piece Philadelphia and Denver uncirculated mint set. So why would it have 36 coins in 1 year? Well, it had 4 Denver pennies with all the different backings of Lincoln. It had 4 Philadelphia pennies with all the different backings. It had $4 P and $4 D, the presidential dollars, and then it had the Sacagawea dollars. And so when you start getting up there, you get up to 36, and that was mostly, most of the most recent ones have had 28, but with the extra pennies, you got up to 36. Well, here we go. Let's take a look at the back now. So on the back, there are at least 8 recognized double die versions of this coin, and where they come is right here in where his hand is. So if you look at his hand, you see how the line of the book comes down in between his thumb and forefinger. Well, in some cases there's an extra finger there, an extra thumb, an extra forefinger. In some cases the book is broken. So that's where we're going to look, right down here, right where his hand touches. And then let's see if we can see that in any of these ones. We have to kind of get them down a little bit. Again, this is another perfect hand here, and it would be right in there. And then let's look at this one. Another good hand here. So what happens with, it's a little less likely going to find these in a satin finish coin or a proof set coin, because they take a little bit more care with them, and they don't they inspect them a little bit better. But let's actually look at what this is. It says United States of America at the top, 1 cent here. Here's Lincoln. He's reading a book. Here's a splitter there in the, I guess they think they call this the maul that you hit the splitter with to split the logs. If we look down in here, we see a CLV, and that's for Charles L. Vickers, who was the engraver of this coin. Look down in here, you actually see his feet in, I'm not sure if it's in the dirt or in just some leaves and grass and stuff, but you can kind of tell he's out in the woods. and then E pluribus unum at the bottom. So this is quite different penny from the regular Lincoln Memorial cents. And of course, if I show you one, you'll see. So this is the back of the regular Lincoln Memorial cent. And there's a Lincoln Memorial with Lincoln down in the center. This is the front of the regular one, and that's a 72. And this is the front. So it has the same front. This, of course, is a satin finish, so it looks a little different. If we tip it way up in here, let's see if we can get it without getting the light go crazy. Tip it way up in here, we see there's a V, a D, and a B there, and that's for Victor David Brennan, who was the engraver of the front of this coin. And let's take a look at these coins, because these ones are just about as detailed as you're ever going to get. You see, and so if you were looking for an MS-65, these are the kind of things you'd look for. Look at the ear there. Look at the eye and the eyelid there. Come down. Look at the bow tie and how it's tied in little boutonniere hole there. So when you look at these, you can see the different folds. That's how you would determine whether this is the MS-65 or not. But, all right, so at Philadelphia, they made 376 million. At Denver, they made 363 million. At San Francisco, in the proof sets, they made quite a few. They made almost 3 million. And then remember that these are the least minted of all, and that is the satin finish. They made 784,000 of these. These ones here are worth about $4 each. This S is worth probably about $4. But the real money is going to be if you can find a generally circulating or business strike coin that has one of the hands of Lincoln, and those are going to be worth anywhere from $40 to $100. All right, have a great day from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.